Just gonna reset then. Yeah, I'm Faust from Guilty Gear. I spent like 30 minutes on this, finding whatever stuff I had in the house. Sorry if the audio's scuffed. It's probably going to be very scuffed. Look, I even put a tie on. And I happen to own a lab coat. I can't explain that bit. But welcome to the show. Finally, someone's here. Well, apparently people were in the chat. But, I don't know, maybe the software's just busted. Let's skip that, we don't need to see that. So, Spookaween today. So, I thought I'd play something spooky. I've never played anything spooky on this channel, as everyone here knows. So I thought I'd play something spooky. And today we're playing House of the Dead. The Wii version. We're playing 2. We'll probably go to 3 as well. I'm using the Wii Zapper. Now there's a reason for it. It's probably the most comfortable controller for me, because I have some arm issues. You can actually fire a lot faster with this, because the nunchuck trigger here is also shoot, so you can alternate the two shoots, and you can shoot a lot faster than you were I think someone with one could do. But the cost is because it's on the Wii, you get some, like, you know, your aiming isn't one-to-one, and it's not quite as precise, even with the cursor. So there is some parts of this game, I think, on the Wii version, that are hard to, like, impossible. Just because, like, when I move the cursor, it doesn't move instantly. There is a, like, you know, there is lag, unfortunately. This is the case with a lot of these light gun conversion Wii games. But yeah, we're playing House of the Dead. Technically these are not zombies. The developers have said they're not zombies. They've specifically said they're not undead beings. I don't know how that makes sense, because in some of the games you specifically see characters die. Oh, don't come. Remember that. Oh. Oh no.
There was nothing we could do.
Nothing. Couldn't do anything. But yeah, especially in House of Dead 3. House of Dead 3, you see people die and come back as zombies. Plus there's a bad ending in pretty much all the games where you see a character turn into a zombie. But in 3 explicitly you see characters die and become zombies. So what are they... like, you're not fooling anyone, so... Clarice, you'll like this, because you'll notice tons of Phantasy Star Online 1 sound effects in this game. Because I think this is where they originate from. Yep. Remember guys, don't come. It's very important when you're playing House of Dead 2. Whenever the ladies ask you to, you don't come. Especially zombies. Don't let them. Oh yeah, so I need to take a hit here. But there's a very specific sound effect you're going to recognise. But what I was saying earlier is when this guy starts moving around really fast. Like, you can see here, he's so hard to hit on this version. And I think it's just because of the lag. You can't aim where you're you know. Okay, I'm gonna let him take one. I'm gonna let him do a hit here probably, because you're gonna recognize this sound effect. Oh, I wonder where that's come from. But that's the thing. This game predates Phantasy Star Online, so I guess they just had all these in their Sega sound library. But there's more than that. Granted, I think some are from public domain or sound libraries that are in both games, but some of these are so specific that I think were made for this. Oh, okay. Cutscene.
What the hell's going on in this city?
Don't know, but it's very similar to the 1998 Kyrian case.
That case?
James, go and prevent the confusion in the city.
Okay.
Let's meet.
Like I said earlier, we have to prevent confusion.
We're counting on you, James.
So if anyone gets confused in the city with the zombies, we've messed up. I don't know how good the audio is going to be today. I do have a proper mic, but I don't have a stand yet. And I kind of decided to do this cosplay on a whim. That's why I do not actually have the right shirt or tie. And this lab coat actually does not fit me.
Help me. Need to hurry.
Alright.
What?
Oh. Okay, so
How could
though you
anyone
do
do
get
this?
life ups
If only I'd noticed.
from saving enough people in a level, it also dramatically changes your routes through the stages depending on who you save and who you don't. Like, a lot. Ah. Come on. Oh, trying to sneak up on me. This song specifically, by the way, is from House of Dead 1, which... There is that remake coming out soon. But aside from a really, really bad second... Second? I'm a second. No, a really bad Sega Saturn port has never been re-released on anything. This is a shame. Like, it wasn't put in this version. Which, like, this would have been perfect for it. Or, the Xbox port of 3, which also comes with 2. And on PS3, they did do HD ports of 3 and 4. Which I want to play those one day when I can actually get the fucking capture devices to work.
Help me! Help me!
Help
Heard a
you?
voice over there.
Oh. Also, I'm playing this because this game features a baghead, actually. He's one of the bosses. We'll get to him later. Oh, I'm doing terrible today.
Get back!
Well, I saved you.
Can we get to Sunset Bridge this way?
Yes, go straight and you'll get to Sunset Bridge.
Stella. Oh, can't shoot those barrels. He can. The graphics in this game are so interesting because, you know, it was made for arcades. But the graphics are, like, almost PS1 style, just without the, you know, the wobble. But it's got that same kind of crush, and I don't know. It's a really cool aesthetic this game has because of it. It's not quite intentional, obviously, but... But yeah, if you see me doing these really rapid shots, that's me using both controllers. Because it sets them both up as the same trigger. Oh no. That was messed up. I think as well, if you miss some, I don't know if the paths are harder or easier. Depending on how well you play and rescue people. Yeah, Jabba's here. Checking out my Faust cosplay. This is Faust from Guilty Gear. This is incredibly accurate cosplay, I swear. I didn't just make out random shit that I found around my house. But yeah, we should be able to get through this. Because I've played this version a few times and got the max credits, and if we do struggle, we can move to original mode, which lets you pick a bunch of power-ups and alternative costumes and things like that. I don't count those guys as bagheads. That might be splitting hairs, but those are hoods. You know?
How could anyone do this?
They're kind of distant cousin, but not a little different.
Amy, Harry, the chaos in the city is increasing.
You idiot, you're supposed to stop confusion and then you just let chaos reign. Can't believe it. Don't make games like this anymore. Okay, so this is an example of a boss where some of its openings can be, I think, impossible to hit on this version. This bit at the beginning is quite easy, especially with the target. But there's a bit later where it does he does dragoon attacks basically. Yeah, I think he's about to do them now. Yeah. It can be really hard to impossible to actually get the hit there. Like, you kind of just have to do the rapid fire and just hope for the best. And it makes the final boss as well. Oh my god, if we get to the final boss, we might not. Just because this is really hard. It's probably one of the hardest, like, rail shooters I've played. Legit. Like, how did that miss? He opens up, still missed. Ah. And we're probably not going to get any lives because a ton of civilians died there. And yeah,
No one's gonna get away with this.
no one. Because they're not very generous. Here, I've got to sort my hoe out here. There we go. I want to see more Goldman cutscenes. Yeah.
Well, hasn't it? My friends from the AMS. It's me, Goldman.
I love Goldman. He's so cool. It's stupid. That guy totally does not have the same voice as Goldman. I know it sounds like it, but that's just your ears playing tricks on you. So don't worry about it.
Back me up. Okay.
Don't kick me.
Are you alright, James? Yeah. I'm hanging.
Oh, am I alright? I don't know. I think these are supposed to be owls, but they make eagle noises. Oh, no, I saved that guy. That's BS. Oh, I'm doing real bad today. We might have to redo this in original mode. Yeah, you got a score. Yeah. Golden? Might as well. There we go, got life up. Oof. How hit musty, dude. Oh my good. He came. She told him. She told him not to come, but he did. But when we do original mode, it'll be fine. Because if I can do some saving better. Oh. Hang on. This keeps happening. Hang on. Is it back now? It might be back now. Hang on. Let me turn this up. It keeps going for some reason. Yeah, no, it's... Hang on. Something weird's going on with it today. Okay. Should be able to hear it again now.
Help! My friends are inside. Help! No! What is it?
So you might recognise the sounds here, Clarice. If that happens again, let me know. But yeah, this guy you got to shoot when its mouth opens, but you can get shots on, even when it's not doing the attack. It's so weird playing this game if you've played a lot of PSO and Star Online, and it's just so many. Oh my god, I hit him as well. What I mean about this game, like sometimes it's so brutal. Like, I know these were games that were meant to like steal your money in arcades, but
James, come quickly! Something terrible is happening!
oh no. Oh man, look at that cool ass phone.
What happened, Amy?
Cool ass phone. So yeah, no life bonus because that was terrible.
Everything's set. All we need to do is wait.
What happened to Amy and Harry? Have to hurry.
Have to hurry. I need to look. I need to see if the manual actually says where this is supposed to be. But I assume with a Colosseum, I think it's Italy. It's just... weird. Like, why would this game be in Italy?
Kill me! I ran from the Colosseum.
Yeah,
Thanks for
life up,
saving
good.
me.
Getting some of those bonus boxes as well are like really hard because a lot of the time, if you want to save people, you can't get those boxes.
Help me! Thank you.
You're welcome. Like, see how short that barrel was on screen for? Oh, run and play more. Funny enough, there is a score in this, but you have to use, there's a cheat or something you have to use to actually see what the score is. Okay. Oh, well, I saved that guy. Ah, here we go. So here's the bag head of this game.
People of the AMS.
Is that the
I
most
am
sinister
Cold
laugh you've
Man.
ever heard?
I don't care if you people try to get in my way or not. In time, you'll find out who's right. This is a present from me to you. Look at your left.
There he is.
Amy! Harry!
Look at that bag head.
Well, friends, I look forward to meeting you people again.
Okay. Goldman, yeah. Goldman is so baller. So his strength. Now, I do have to duck points off of him. His weak point is his bag. Which is kind of shameful for a bag head. Like, it's supposed to be the source of your power. And here, it's like, no, shoot the bag and it hurts him. Like, that's messed up. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not great either. Sometimes my captures, output display on my TV cuts out. And this is the worst game for it. Oh. Take that. Oh no. Yeah, I think my battery on my controller I'm gonna have to replace. Oh. But I've got some others charging, so we should be fine. Yeah, okay. Give me a minute. I'm just gonna go change the controller, batteries. Shouldn't take me too long. Okay, we should be golden. Is there like weird audio coming through on the stream right now, by the way? Because my audio input is acting like there is audio coming through my capture. There we go. don't know what it could be, because it's paused right now. There shouldn't be any sound. Might be the HDMI cable, because the cable looked a bit funky. Well, that's the thing. Apparently it reckons there's output now. Oh well. Okay. So yeah, this is a rather shameful baghead. And look, if you shoot the baghead, it breaks. The audacity of this man. See, look. Now his baghead's all gone. Now he's just got weird bandages.
Amy, Harry,
Oh,
you
really?
all right?
I'm alright. But Harry,
No!
Because it says on my thing here that the audio's coming through.
The car's parked in the city square.
Hang on, let me do the
Top
test.
floor. Building at point A, 0063. Right there. Go, James.
Thanks, Harry. Goldman, I'm not gonna let you
Oh,
get
wow.
away with this.
Are you quite behind me, then? There seems to be quite a big delay. Yeah, I unpaused like a while ago. Oh, I'll make my hole.
Our Emperor shall awaken soon. Hurry, friends.
Sorry, friends. He's so friendly for a villain, isn't he? Well, yeah, when it's paused, but it's weird because on OBS it reckons there's audio.
It's just ahead. It's too quiet.
Oh, it's too quiet. Wow. Oh, come on. Look at that. Yeah, those are chest bursters, like literally.
This must be the car.
Like, who is that dialogue for? That didn't know that was a car?
Let's hurry.
Well, I definitely have a buffer, but
You!
I don't think it was that bad. I don't like his voice is so strange. 'Cause they're clearly using like a voice changer, but he's talking like it's really hard to say my lines. Maybe they recorded them when I was on the toilet. Oh. So yeah, we have to fight a bunch of the bosses again. They are supposed to be a little... Yeah, they're supposed to have a little less health here. But this guy's so hard on the Wii version. Because you have to... Okay, especially this bit. Because you have to aim ahead. But he moves... You know, if you don't know the exact pathing, that bit's really rough for hitting.
Remember, there's no such thing as a second
No
chance.
such thing. No such thing as a second chance. Never mind the fact that I had 9 lives. Yep, see, this guy's back again. As you can see, yeah, he takes a lot more damage. But yeah, if the timing of the chest open there is just off by a bit, it's almost impossible to get the hit there. How did that miss? Whew.
Too bad. You're better off that way.
Too bad. What does that mean? Yeah.
Let's go. Prepare yourself, Goldman.
Yeah, Goldman. Come. Oh. Okay. So you won't know this, Clarice.
So this is Goldman's headquarters.
Well, this is the Wii Zapper,
What?
and that is actually what it's called. This is the final boss from
Can't
House of
be.
Dead 1.
You're...
I've been waiting for this time to come. You have no future.
Which is cool.
Either I give you
I mean, that's something Time Crisis does a lot, where Wild Dog, the boss of the first game, comes back in autumn, despite the fact he blows up at the end every time. Oh, come on. I don't know if this, again, I've not played the first House of Dead. I'll have to play that the Switch remake at some point. Oh crap. The cuts are not good. This song is amazing, man. So good. But really 80s though, but... There we go. That's just a thing all the House of Dead games do. They're all tarot cards. Like, I think that's in all of them. I think that's in 1 as well. It's in 3.
Only man himself can control its fate. You're nothing.
Oh my god.
At last, you've come.
I should mention with this
Friends,
version, much like the arcade,
door
you have
of
to
fate
point
shall
away from the
open.
screen to reload. I do wish there was another way of doing it. I really wish you could map it to a button. Because it is a... With how the Wii Center works, it's not very optimal and... You know, because you've got that cursor
It's
lag
like
already.
they're inviting me in.
Oh, bad. So the final boss you'll really see is messed up. We'll get to it. The final boss has a phase where it starts summoning
No turning back now.
attacks from the other enemies and it's from the other bosses, and does them way harder. Like, in terms of trying to hit them. Oh, come on. Yeah, these are weird zombies that can phase through walls. Shit. Shit, got life up. And got hit. Perfect.
What is this place?
Maybe some sort of lamb? I don't know. Damn it, sorry, we had a cut there. Yeah, as you can see, this has a lot less health this time. There we go. But I do not... Oh, not online, no. Remember, this is a Wii game, so... And I think with how responsive that... God damn it. I've got to figure out why that happens. Because I don't think you guys see that on the stream. But... And it doesn't seem to happen with everything. It only seems to happen with HDMI stuff. When I played the Silent Hill games, they don't do it, but the output will sometimes go black. No, I just did it again.
I've been waiting for you, friends.
Goldman! Do you know what you're doing?
We has some online
I'm
stuff,
fully
but it
aware
was
of what
very...
I'm doing. Can't you see? Man committed a sin, disturbing the life cycle of nature. The original sin that man is responsible to protect the life cycle. I have made a creature to rule over
I
mankind.
love the way he says that. Life cycle!
This is the final battle.
No!
Show yourself. Our new ruler, the Emperor.
I don't know why his tongue gets tied when he says that. But yeah, like most games on the Wii didn't have amazing online features. I think like it's a weird pull. The only Wii game I played that had really decent online features was the GoldenEye remake. Alright, so I don't have any credits, so we are not beating it. Just a heads up. I doubt I can do this without taking less than 2 hits. Yeah, sometimes the option reloading is kind of not work. Yep. See, yeah, those bits where he summons the bosses. Here we go. So here's our path, which we didn't do a very good path. Because a lot of enemies got survivors. But we'll do original. So original mode was added for the Dreamcast port originally, but it's in all the home ports. And the difference is you can pick some stuff here. So let's see. So we just want to beat this. Let's just put 5+ credit. Could just do the machine gun, but or a bigger chamber. Let's just do a bigger chamber, yeah. There's a little mini game you get when you start up the games that you can earn a lot of these items. But you also earn some of these, I think, by playing this mode. But these, you use them up. The cutscenes are the same though, so we will skip them. I'll let you hear these earlier ones, because apparently you didn't hear them earlier.
There. What? Please be safe, G. How could anyone do this?
But straight up, one of the upgrades you can get is just infinite continues in this mode.
G!
But yeah, there's lots of weird stuff like costumes. Some of them don't do anything, like some of them are just weird cosmetic stuff, like I think the fish lure. Doesn't really do much.
Harry and Amy are coming to back us up.
Oh, poor G.
Hurry! Go!
Thanks,
G's
G.
from the first game, by the way.
No! No! Ah! I don't want to die. My God.
Oh man.
Don't come! Don't come! Go away!
Yeah, no coming for you.
Please! Help
Okay,
me!
let's help this guy this time. There we go. So yeah, now we're going to do a completely different
You
route.
can get outside that way.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Thank you for rescuing me.
I love that voice line. There is a lot of passing in this game, and it is one of the really cool things about it. I don't know if Chapter 1 did it, but I'm assuming it did. I have to try that Switch remake, but I don't know how the... Oh yeah, see, there we go, it's got the finger plus 2. Fortunately, I do not have House of the Dead, so we can't play that. Sorry, Titan of the Dead. So I do have the Dreamcast keyboard. So if I ever got a copy, I could. Though my typing's a lot worse nowadays with my hand issues. Yeah, we're doing a lot better this time. What? He didn't hit her? What the fuck? Oh, it is. Hang on. Just gonna mute it for a second. I wonder what happened. Okay. Wow, yeah, that's still being weird. Okay. Let me see if I can fix it one more time. This game really shouldn't be, because, again, the settings I have are the same I had for when I did the Switch. Okay, let's turn this down. Okay, I seem to have fixed it. Sorry about that. Yeah, just the movement here is just so random. I feel like this is something where maybe, you know, if you're playing, I'm kind of tempted to one day get the Dreamcast version and the actual Dreamcast light gun, because I got a very good CRT to play light gun shooters on. I'm really tempted just to see if this game is a lot easier with a real CRT and real light guns without this, you know, delay. Oh. How are you... The aiming sometimes is weird, because the crosshair's kind of alive. The bullets are actually very small. They're a lot smaller than that crosshair. Okay, I'll knock the game down. There we go. I'm trying to be careful with the mic audio because it might be very crinkly today. I don't know why. Wonder why? Why is it so crinkly? I don't know. I don't understand why it could be so crinkly.
Okay, let's meet at Sunset Bridge.
Okay, we'll skip that. Just tired of a louder game, so there we go. We'll put it at that. See, look, you rescue 4, but if you don't rescue all of them, you don't get the life bonus. It's really rough.
Dogs of the AMS.
Yeah, Goldman. Okay. Well, let's try and do the... Okay, because you can rescue this guy. I didn't rescue this guy last time.
What?
There we go. Oh, that was close.
Thank you for rescuing me.
You're welcome. Oh. Oh man, these guys. Do not like these guys. There you go.
Thank you for rescuing me.
You're welcome.
What?
Oh. Okay, so there's a key there, and if you shoot that key, you can open this gate.
Help! My dad's still inside.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'll get him out.
Okay, better not mess this up, because otherwise this kid's fucked.
Help me! Help me!
You can accidentally shoot him there, and I've done that a lot.
We're flying right over the Sunset Bridge. Something or someone has.
Well, again, at some point, it's clearly the hardware,
Need to hurry.
you know. But it's still weird that only the capture card seems to be effective. And it's only the audio, like, I'm not getting major...
What are they? Help!
You know, the video's not bugging out.
What's wrong with this?
Yeah. Plus 10 credits.
Help! Help! Help me! Help! Ah!
Yeah, it rescues your dumbass. Nice,
Sunset
life
Bridge
up.
is just ahead.
So yeah, so this bit's the same. But depending on like which civilians you save and which you don't, there are a lot of different paths. And it even changes the boss fights. Like there's a different version of this boss fight where you don't fight him on the bridge. So I don't remember how you get to it, but you have to let certain civilians get killed, which is kind of morbid. Where it's like, oh yeah, if you want to, you know, see these paths,
How could anyone do this?
that's something they changed in House of the 3 and 4, where they just let you pick. And,
Amy, Harry, the chaos.
you
of
know,
the city
for
is
many
increasing.
reasons, that's, you know, that's the better one to do.
Stop that. It seems like gold.
Wait, we'll talk later.
Alright, so here's this guy again. I wish I picked the machine gun now. So you can stun lock him really early, but then once you get past that phase, it slows way down. Come on, you. But having the extra bullets here really helped for this fight. Oh, I forgot to reload there. That was almost really bad. Oh, okay. Jumping down. You can only get this guy when his chest opens, so... Oh, look at that! Oh! Damn it, he's still got some health. There we go. Did that without taking damage, that was awesome! Alright, make your pie. But I defeated that boss without taking damage, so...
Don't care who it is.
Don't care who it
no
is.
one's gonna get away with
Make your pie. I'll try and keep an eye on the audio. Okay, definitely get a life back, yeah. Oh,
It's been a while, hasn't it? My friends from the AMS.
oh, his friends.
it.
Well, the
Okay,
1998.
definitely got a lot
James,
of
back me
change
up.
past here.
Okay.
I can save everyone.
Are you all right, James?
I'm fine. Okay.
Help me!
Oh, I shot him! Crap! Darn it!
No! No! Help! Ah!
Oh, god damn it again! Okay, well I think we'll see a different path this time now, because that guy blew up.
Yes, this is Amy.
So that's kind of the cool thing about letting people die, but obviously you don't get the life bonuses. So you go this way instead.
Thanks for saving me.
He's one of the really tough ones. You have to know there's two enemies there.
James, over there.
Really? Come on. Nice.
James, you go from the underground passage.
So yeah, we're going through a different underground passage
Okay.
this time.
I'll call you when something happens.
I don't get why the... There you go, 10 plus credit.
Don't kill me!
My friends went inside, but they're not back yet. I told them not to go.
Let's see.
What is it?
Yeah, so I think this is slightly different, this area. Oh, I could be wrong. Let me see, but there's two areas you can fight this enemy in as well. Oh, come on, I hit that. Oh, that was good.
I'll get you.
Oh yeah, yeah, this is the... Oh no, this is different, see? He's not in the water this time. Oh, come on. I don't think it makes much of a difference. And I don't know if there's specific paths that are harder or easier. It's probably certain paths are better for score. And it's probably the path where you rescue the most... Oh, it's definitely the path where you rescue the most people, because there's a points room you get if you rescue everyone, which I don't think I've done yet. Not in this version.
James,
It's honestly way too hard in this version to do.
Amy?
Monopia!
What happened, Amy?
So we'll skip that. Rescue 2, yeah, that's not going to give me anything.
Everything's set.
This boss as well.
What happened to Amy and
There's two areas you can fight this boss in as well, though there's not much difference from what I remember. And the start of this level... Is the start of this level real different? Yeah, I think it is.
Help me! Help me!
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for saving me.
I got you, fam. Oh, why was I supposed to stop that?
Don't kill me! Help! Help! Thanks for saving me.
It's like weird actually. To get some of the unlocks, you have to let that guy die. I think actually to get the secret room, you have to let that one, that one civilian die. Oh my god! I normally don't have that much trouble with those guys.
Is this the Colosseum?
Oh, I don't have much faith that I'm gonna beat this time. We'll see. Can only try, right? Beat my brethren again. Sorry, Baghead. Sorry, Strength Baghead. Force my hand. You're too weak with your weak bag that you can shoot. It hurts you. You'll see a lot with bagheads. A lot of them are inspired by that Friday the 13th version of Jason where he has the baghead. And I get why, you know, it's probably the first baghead on film, you know. But I like that there's kind of more variety with bagheads now in video games. They're not all these like big lumbery guys.
Amy, Harry, are you all right?
Alright. But, Harry...
Alright, let's keep going. If I don't finish this this run through, then we'll swap to House of the Dead 3. For some reason, Twitch didn't have this specific collection on the database. I have to just put House of the Dead 2 or House of the Dead 3. I can't say it's the collection on this console.
A0063 is just ahead. It's too
From what I remember, this area doesn't really have any pathing difference. It's just straight from here. There you go, got the base lure.
This must be the car.
I think I am doing better this time though, considering the path I went through. Just I forgot that you have less. I didn't have the 5 lives.
You.
Oh yeah, you can't skip this for some reason. You're not that... Whatever. He doesn't know. It's kind of a waste of shots there, but whatever. Oh! That was good. Oh, I think I found the exploit. Oh, lost it. That's probably the speedrun strat. Is to... Oh, it's so tough to hit when he's doing these. And I swear, it's because the delay. You can't really aim ahead of where he's going to be. You just have to kind of shoot randomly and hope for the best.
Remember,
maybe you'll get him, maybe you won't.
Thing as a second chance.
Yep, we remember. No second chances, even though we're trying this again. Yeah, got all of them that time. Reckless, man. Drive and shoot at the same time. Oh, see? Sometimes it just doesn't open up in time. So you just can't...
Too bad.
Oh, my eye hole itches. It happens sometimes when you're backhead. The hole you see out of just itches. It's hard to explain, but it happens. Getting a lot of these credit plus 10s. I still don't think I have enough. I probably should have just picked the extra lives instead of the chamber thing. Oh yeah, here's another cutscene you can't skip. It's weird which ones you can skip and which you can't. Not understood it with this game.
Can't be. Yours.
See, look, just nothing. Maybe it's because of the way the music's synced up. So yeah, if you, again, I mentioned it earlier, if you're noticing how fast I'm shooting, that's not really... I think if you were using like a legitimate just Wiimote or the original gun, this fire speed isn't really possible. And the reason why is when you're playing the Wii version, they let you use the nunchuck and the Wiimote at the same time. And the B button on the Wiimote and the Z button on the nunchuck both fire the gun. So if you alternate them right, you can essentially shoot like you're shooting a machine gun. It's kind of ridiculous how fast you can fire. It can be a bit of like a detriment sometimes. I don't know how I'm not shooting those. There we go. Yeah, we're not finishing this. I'm just going to tell you that now, guys. And gals and everyone in betwixt. They both rumble though. Also, it's kind of weird with this how it's set up, where the trigger's right at the front here. It's almost like you're using a handgun with one of those stocks. But if you hold it like this, you can kind of fire back here. But I find with this game, it's doing this method is best. But yeah, we're... I mean, I'll try. Never say never. But I have to get through this in 6 hits.
It's like they're inviting you to
Like I'm wearing nothing at all. Okay, well that went better this time. Okay, I don't know how that guy didn't die. Okay, 5 power up 2. That would actually be really useful. I think that'd be more useful than 10 chambers, because I imagine that does more damage to bosses than these guys. You are kind of supposed to go for headshots, but I again, with the way the aiming is on this version, it's really hard to go just specifically for headshots. Like, you can kind of a bit. Like there. Custom air gun, ooh. Okay, so I think this is the boss here again. I swear I hit that. It's because I'm trying to go for these extra hits. See, I don't know why sometimes they miss. I think it's just the cursor lag is just weird. Nah, I'm gonna die here, I bet. Oh. And I don't think there's any more I don't think there's any more opportunities to get more lives. I think maybe if you got to the bonus room, but if you got to the bonus room, you probably have tons of credits you know. It's a shame I don't have the infinite credit thing unlocked, because then we wouldn't have to worry, we just get there.
I've been waiting for you, friends.
Goldman! The life cycle, Goldman! Oh my god, that pottery breaks sound effect. That's the exact same one as Evil 4 uses, I think. Yep. Oh. I have to admit, I have an arm problem, and holding that for kind of a while is rough. There we go, see, we did some different path stuff there. Died right the same place though. Okay. Well, we're going to swap games quickly. Let's see if... Hang on, where did I put it? I'll do it on my phone, that'll be easier. Because House of Dead 3's on here. It's a decent version. There's some stuff missing. Let's see. Well, watch this though. Oh, hang on. There we go. Apparently no one else is streaming this right now. So that's awesome. We're the same as viewers, but they're not. But this is a kind of a bummer when you think about it, that they put all this cutscene in from the first game and just did nothing with it. You know, it's not in here, that game. Just gonna adjust my bag there. It's Goldman. House of the Dead is kind of a weird series where 3 is more of a sequel to the first game in terms of the story, though it's set like 17 years after this or something. And then 4 is set before 3 and it's a sequel to this story where it's about Goldman again. There's the other playable character there. I'm not sure how. There's a way to set yourself as a player 2. There it is. Gary. Oh, look at you, Gary. I haven't watched this in a while. This is really cool. What was that scene? I don't think I've ever seen that before. There he is, Goldman. Welcome, friends. Is that a video for House of the 3? Okay. Well, we'll select 3. House of the 3. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just need to check some stuff before I start. So, oh yeah. So I haven't played this version of House of the Dead 3 much. Let's see, what are our game settings? Yep, normal, easy, hard. That's it. That's all good. The version I've played the most... Man, disable's be rough for this. The version... Hang on. I think we've lost audio again. Yeah. Okay. It might be the HDMI cable, to be fair, because it looked slightly scuffed. The one I used today. There we go. So, one thing that's a little different about this is in the... So I don't know if it's in the arcade original or if it's in just the PS3 version, but you see when you reload you can see the gun. In the PS3 version you can actually see the gun the whole time. And obviously that version's in HD. So that's the version I've definitely played a lot more of. But we'll give it a go. This is the game where they insist that the zombies, the enemies aren't undead. That really bothers me because there are people who die in this opening prologue that come back as zombies, and it's like, well, if they're not undead, what are they? Look, well, that guy died.
Let's do it. Yes, sir.
Are we the only ones left?
No one's responding.
We're running out of time. Let's move out. We can't forget our mission.
One thing you have to be careful with this game does have kind of a weird quirk, where shooting rapid fire is actually not the best thing. Because there's a lot of points where, even when the enemies have been hit, where they're not vulnerable. And also the main thing about this game is speed, is a lot where your score comes in this one. And the mechanic there is finishing off enemies when they're on the ground like that. That's one of the main things you have to go for in this game. Yeah, I think the official Sega claim is that they're mutants in this. But it's like, well, you can only say that for certain ones.
How many of these things are there?
Yeah, they definitely up the enemy count in this. There we go, there's a prologue.
Damn.
It's a shame I can't play the first game, because I don't know what's considered the best one in the series of House of the Dead. There's little bits of this I like better. Like, you can pick the order, you can pick your paths in this.
My dear Daniel,
I'll
never give up, no matter what the doctors
but I think some of the bosses aren't as good.
Step into forbidden territory, if it will.
That's the doctor guy there. That's the villain from House of the Dead 1. That's not who I'm cosplaying as. I know it looks very similar, but I'm someone else, I swear. Look at this building. This building's amazing looking. Look at it.
2 weeks since we lost contact with Rogan. We can't get any.
There's G again. He's old now.
Lisa?
I promised Mom that I'd bring him home. Let's go, G.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so here we go. If you're seeing the flashes, the words flashing on the left there, that's an indication of how quickly you're killing enemies from when they appear on screen. So excellent means you're, you know, taking them out very quickly, kind of thing. Oh, I missed the frog.
Get away!
Oh yeah, and that's one thing I do prefer a bit is you can't hit civilians anymore, because it was frankly way too easy to do that in 2. Again, there's certain things I prefer about this game, because 2 is just unforgiving in a way that's a bit unappealing. Oh, hello SpongeBob. Welcome to the stream. I'm cosplaying as Faust today. Because it's Halloween. It's my Halloween costume. That I improv because I remembered I own a lab coat for some reason. And paper bags. It's not my normal bag head. Depending on what happens with this stream, I'm not sure how long I'm going to go for tonight. I'm kind of tempted to swap games after this. Come on, come on. Ah. I can normally take that guy out without getting hit in this area.
Hey, we're just passing through.
Oh, we got the lie. Is it? I'll have to try and see if I'm not expecting it. Anyone new to the stream doesn't know this, but I've been having issues getting my weird Mac-only capture card to capture Sony consoles.
Calm down there.
Ah. I haven't tried a PlayStation 3, but I'm not expecting it to work because the PlayStation 4 doesn't work, and the PlayStation TV, which is, you know, basically the Vita in a box, that doesn't work. I feel so bad he hit me every time. When I played the PS3 version, I've been able to take him out without getting hit at all. I will tell you my history of this game, so I don't know if anyone here is from the UK, but the I'm trying to remember what it was. Okay, so in the UK there's a holiday resort areas. Let's just go the normal route. Yeah, there's these holiday resort areas called Butlins. They're kind of like a family vacation where it's kind of like, I'm trying to think what to describe it as, because it's like a big, huge like campus, but it has apartments, and you stay in the apartments, and they have a catering area. Then they have loads of indoor entertainment areas and bars and cinema and things like that. It's kind of like going to a man-made town. I guess that's the best way to describe it. And when I used to go there, they had a lot of arcade machines, and that's where I used to play a lot of House of Dead 3. I was never very good at it, but that's where you play with the full shotgun light guns, and it is a shame not being able to play with that, and that's why the PS3 version is really good. And this is a stream I want to do one day. There was a attachment for the PlayStation Move called the PlayStation Sharpshooter, which is this giant like submachine gun looking like peripheral, and it has essentially a like shotgun cock on it, so you can cock it and kind of emulate the reloading from the arcade version. It's really fun. Oh, the PS3 version is weird because it auto reloads when you empty your clip, and you can't disable it. And in some situations, you actually it's a little slower to reload that way, because the reload kind of will cancel out animations. So even if you just like immediately shot, you'll reload immediately, so you can, because if you see here when I kind of reload, there's a bit of a pause here. You can, on the PS3 version, with the button reload. Oh. All those headshots would have got counted as kills. But so I used to play a lot on that arcade version in the Butlins. I also used to play House of Dead 4 there as well. They eventually got a House of Dead 4 machine. Obviously this is a very long time ago when I was a little bag fella. I was never very good at House of Dead 4 though. I could not get past the first boss because I tended not to have a lot of money, so I couldn't just buy my way through the games. Oh, I got hit there. So usually I only had like 1 credit. And this was the point in time where arcade games cost £1, an English pound, yes sir, an English pound, to play, which back then for me was a lot of money. But yeah, so I do have a lot of nostalgia for this from that version. Oh, nice. And if I ever get my PlayStation 3 to capture, well, I'll play that version, the HD version, and show off the sharpshooter. But I kind of want to upgrade my setup for that because I want to show what the sharpshooter is and how it works on camera, and show all the unique games that use it, because it has a lot of weird features and buttons that only a few games use. Like it's a light gun. It's it's similar to this where it's a shell, but it has its own buttons that actually add to the buttons that exist on the Move controllers. Because it has its own like reload, but like multiple reload buttons. And this is the weirdest thing. I'm really curious what game this works with. It has a fire mode select. As in, oh, you have a weapon that shoots either full auto burst or single shot. And I don't know what game used that controller that uses that feature.
Oh man!
What is this place?
But it's really fun to play that if you're playing any of the rail shooters on the PlayStation 3. Because there were a lot of them, actually. When the Move came out, like a bunch of them. Like a lot of the ones that came out on the Wii got HD ports. I didn't know that the 2 Resident Evil light gun shooters got PlayStation 3 ports until the network almost shut down the store. That's when I found out about that. Okay, I will say this boss with this little exploit where I'm able to unload the clip crazy fast because I can use both these triggers makes this boss a lot easier. It's weird I can't see the score thing because the scoring in this game is interesting where you actually do get points for shooting bosses even outside of their like weak mode. And this guy's weird. There are certain most of the other bosses you can just like continuously fire on and they'll give you points. This guy you can only do it at certain points. And the reason why points matter in this game is a lot of the endings you need to get the A or higher averages to get. I believe it was. I think I figured it out. There was something where oh no, it's continues, sorry. That's the thing actually, if you look up how to get the endings online, a lot of guide places say, oh, you have to, yeah, see, like this is a point where you can get some extra hits in and it'll do damage a little bit, there, see? But you also get points, but the Wii version you have to, it's a cheat code. Oh, that was terrible. Took way too many hits there. But I don't remember what it is. There's some cheat code or button code you have to put in to be able to see your score. What a devastating taunt. Yeah, obviously it's going to be a C rank. Yeah, because that's mainly dependent on your score plus how many hits you get. And
So, you and my father stopped Kyrion's
got hit
plans,
way too
right?
many times there. Let's do the bioplant. So though there's these 3 areas, what changes is if you go to these areas in different order, you actually take different paths through them. And that's how you get the different path system that House of the Dead 2 had.
Daniel,
No, I think there's a little less variety in the paths in this game compared to 2.
most of my
So though I think 2 is a little too hard in places, it has a lot more variety. It's just a shame that that variety is tied to letting certain civilians die. It's such a weird system.
You getting along with Rogan?
I don't know. My father always put work ahead of his
I
family.
guess this was a really
I barely
popular
have
look in
any
the early
memories of him spending
2000s
time
in
with Mom
Japanese
and Dad.
games. The like
Ouch,
sleeveless
that's
vest
pretty
thing,
harsh.
because
Well, what do you expect?
this could almost
He's
be
always
Cheryl.
making
This
us
is like
worry.
anime
I
Cheryl
should
Mason
slap him
from
upside the
Silent
head for
3.
Mom.
Watch out for the
But yeah, House of Dead 4 also, that's on PlayStation 4. Though you have to do a lot of shaking the controller around for that one, even with that sharpshooter thing, which is rough because it weighs a lot. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I think I do oh, I saw the coin there and missed it. I think I do prefer this game overall. It's probably easier to beat, but getting all the bonus endings is a lot harder. So the way you get the bonus endings is how many credits you use. You use, I think it's like you have to use less than 3, which is rough.
We're in some giant
And then depending.
Lisa, back me up.
What? Switch? Sorry, I don't know what you're replying to. You have to remember, because of the delay, because I'm in the UK, so I think you get quite a bit of a delay on the stream. House of Dead 1 is getting a remake on the Switch. I don't think it's out yet, but it is getting one. And I assume it will use the gyro to kind of do the light gun stuff. And I think there might be a mode where you can like touch the screen, which would probably break the game a bit. Oh, that was rough slowdown.
Finally, we're out. But what the hell is that thing?
Yeah, we're playing the Wii.
Watch out. Lisa.
Because this is the Wii Zapper.
I'm
This
not
is
ready
the
to be
House of
pushing
the
up
Dead
daisies
2 and
just
3
yet.
Return collection. Like I said, I do have this on PlayStation 3, but I'm not sure if it would capture. Okay, so this is a good example of a difference with the bosses here. Is oh. Is you get points here for hitting him, and it does do. I say him, but come on. What is this thing? And it does do like a very tiny amount of damage. I will say, when I was playing the PS3 version, because it has trophies for getting all the endings, I think I was struggling so much I eventually put it on easy, and it barely changes anything. Like, the game is not that much different on easy mode. I don't know what exactly it changes. Like, maybe enemies are slightly have slightly less health, but it doesn't feel that much different. But yeah, if you want to get those extra endings where you beat the game in under 3 credits, you have to really grind out and really memorize everything, which is, you know, because there's different paths depending on the order you play the levels in, is... oh. Being able to do this quick fire, I'll explain it again when I get a second, in case anyone else has joined and doesn't know what I'm doing. The reason why I can shoot so quickly is the Wii version lets you use both the nunchuck and the Wii Mote's triggers to shoot for player 1. And what that means is you can just alternate between the two fire buttons. Like this. And just, you know, you just go...
I never was any good at
It's a little lewd, yeah. But you can just go... like that.
If we shoot it.
Oh yeah, this is one of the weird things, where this level doesn't end at the boss. Like, one of the few times I feel like in a House of Dead game where it's not the final level where this happens. Oh. Oh, there is something I haven't unlocked. I think is only in this version. There's a mode you can unlock, and I don't know how you get it, where you can block in this game, and it's only in the Wii version, I'm pretty sure. It's not in the PS3 version, even though it has the motion controls.
Getting on my nerves.
And I'm pretty sure it's not in the Xbox version, because that just used the light gun controller, not anything with motion.
We finally made it out.
Whew. Okay. Yeah.
About Rogan?
I guess Twitch knows if they're bots or not. Hey, Dictator, by the way.
I know just
What do you think of my Faust cosplay?
Got to believe
It's my Halloween costume.
He always says the same thing.
Also, to keep in the spirit of Halloween, I made sure it doesn't fit. So this coat is way too big on me.
I found
And
it, Daniel.
again, I
These
don't know how bad the
genes
audio
will
is,
change the
because I
future.
don't have a proper mic set up yet.
And
I do have a mic, my friend has my mic stand, and he's in Poland right now, so... I mean, I don't know if it does anything to ban them. I did have... Funny enough, a bot did message me trying to get me to buy followers, and I got them banned.
Lisa, wait.
So, look at me, Johnny Baghead, making Twitch a better place.
This way.
So yeah, so maybe if you beat the game, that's how you unlock the block mode.
Over there.
There's also the time attack mode. I assume that's in this version. It's in the PlayStation 3 version. It's actually rough. You have to be really quick. There we go. But yeah, I don't have the score thing on, but if I did, getting hits on the boss after you've hit the weak point does give you points. Which I like, because I think in House of the Dead, players always had this kind of urge. See, here you go. Look, these guys. They're the army guys from the intro. And they're back. So, what, those aren't zombies? They aren't undead? Is that what you're telling me, Sega? So the reason I know that is House of Dead 3 and 4 have making of documentaries. I don't know when they were made and where they're from, because I feel they don't look like they were filmed in HD. They look like they've been upscaled. But it's an interview about, you know, how they got... Here's the thing, I get why they do it, and the reason why they're like, oh, they're not zombies, they're not undead, is rating board stuff, because Japan's very funny about dismemberment and gore, because normally the blood in these games is green, and you can make it green. I just like the red blood. I don't know if that's good or bad. Is that good or bad? Oh no, you banned all the bots, my friendly bots. My dogs! I wonder how Twitch knows. Oh, that was rough. Okay. Yeah, see, look, these guys are back. They're clearly undead. Like, don't lie to me. Fine, say they're not zombies. That's fine. But... Or, you know, I don't know, maybe just say they're reanimated corpses. So they're not undead, they're just dead, but someone used the body parts to make new people. Sure, that's fine. You know, like Frankenstein's monster style.
Back there again.
I'm gonna try, but my credits aren't looking good. Oh. But we'll try, like I've played the PS3 version a decent amount of times, but not enough to for example, to nail those. And also, I have some arm issues, and it's definitely affecting how well I can play. Having to hold the controller up. It's kind of funny. Oh yeah, this scene looks really rough on this version. It looks really nice in the PS3 version, the light in there. Does not look so great there. This looked like Fulbright was turned on. I like these zombies. I don't know where they come from. Because they weren't there before. Okay. It's hard, but if you shoot this robot enough times, you get a lot of points for that. Because there's a trophy for doing that in the PS3 version. Nice. Alright, here we go. Last bit. This bit can be, yeah, quite tricky. Oh, no, we got him. Woo! Can't believe he killed all my bots. You made my viewer account come down. Hang on, I think my view account's broken again. Oh, nice. Got a life out of that. Yeah.
That was close.
Yeah, kill them like zombies, but they're not actual zombies. Remember that.
You're being awfully honest, aren't you? Don't sweat it.
I know. How come I'm so stubborn in front of my dad?
I know. It's just, again, the Twitch stats on my OBS aren't accurate. It is interesting that Twitch is able to figure out who bot accounts are. I mean, it's smart, but I'd be, you know, I guess people know now because the source code all fucking leaked, didn't it? Alright, here we go. Back in the prologue. Yeah, I'm so used to how the PS3 version of this looks. Because that one, the graphics are really, like, I would say they're arcade perfect plus. Because the visuals are closer to the arcade. And, you know, the game's running in a HD format. I don't think it's widescreen, but I could just be remembering wrong. I'll have to load that version up again. Maybe when I test to see if the PlayStation 3 magically captures. Unlike every other HD PlayStation system I own. Because of this. Yeah, because these guys look a lot better in the arcade version. They're really slimy. And you can see like the slime dripping off of them, and here they just kind of look like they're made of grass. Oh, you missed it. We did fight G earlier, Dictator. We did do House of Dead 2 first. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish it because I kept dying in the final boss.
Wait, G. Pleased to meet you, Mr. G. My name is David Carrion. Dr. Carrion is my father. I believe in you and more. It may be hard to believe, but he's the one who saved my
Didn't
life.
save the other guy though.
He's the only one who can prevent disaster. I have to go.
Can't. You're hurt. I'll go. Gee, take care of Dad for me.
All right. I leave everything in your hands. Remember, Lisa, believe in yourself, no matter what happens.
Believe in yourself.
These cutscenes are amazing.
I understand what that really means.
I don't care what anyone says. House of Dead 4 is really interesting for how it changes stuff up. Where they went for the crazy enemy count and the automatic weapons. It's a shame I've never played 5. I don't know if there's even a place to find it. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, that's not a good sign. I've got now 0 credits, so I have to do it on these 5 hits now. Not impossible. Because I do remember how the final boss works, but... like those guys show up again. Yeah, I've played the PS3 version so much, I did not realise how different some of the games look. I imagine this is, you know, probably based on the Xbox version, so it's probably how the visuals in the Xbox version looked. Is it? Oh yeah, I see. Hang on. I'll fix that. Sorry about that. We've been having various random audio issues. And sometimes we have them fixed and sometimes we don't. It seems... Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. Fixed it. Let me just get the... There we go. I think it's okay. Yeah, don't worry. The audio's gone now. It should be fixed. I just had to disable and re-enable the audio device again. Seems to be a thing with HDMI, it lags more even if I put the video resolution lower, because that's what we did with Wonderful 101 and mostly fixed it. Oh yeah, man, this guy looks really different in this version. He's supposed to be like blue. Oh man. Okay, at some point, I don't know how long it will take. It might be until I literally have a new computer and capture device, but I will stream that PS3 version when I do all my streams with the sharpshooter controller. I also do have the GunCon 3, the controller specifically made for Time Crisis 4. Though I need to move some stuff around because I could not get it configured in a way that felt right. Because the idea is if you have it configured right, you can play without having to use the crosshair. But it was doing something where I had to be really far away from the sensors for it to be picked up, like further away from the TV than I am right now, like 2 meters. Oh yeah, this is not going good. I can't remember if this gives you points or not. And also, I think not having manual... Oh, yeah. Having a reload like that in this version? Nah. We tried. Favourite arcade game? So, it might be the Metal Slug series. I think. It's kind of a toss-up though. I do really like the various Metal Slugs, and 3 is definitely the peak of that series. I think it's a safe bet. But also I really like Time Crisis. That's probably the shooter I prefer a bit more. If I'm being honest, because I prefer that you can hide and it's more about the time you're spending. And you know, there's at least some skill in trying to dodge enemies. There we go. Got more credits now. Let's see. I might try once more. I might just stick it to easy. But you'll watch, it won't really look any different. We will change. Here we go. We'll go for green blood. We'll check that out. We'll give this one more college try. I think my batteries are holding out here. Nope, that's the options again. Yeah, that's the secret mode where you block by doing this, I believe. In terms of favourite Time Crisis though, it's probably 2. Though I've been replaying them on a CRT I brought to be able to use like actual light guns. And I think 3 I'm liking more than I used to. I used to think the multiple weapons system was kind of against the spirit of Time Crisis for some reason. I don't actually have a line of logic for that. I guess in my head it was like, oh, with the pistol, it's more about, you know, oh, you have to do everything with this one gun. And so it was more, quote-unquote, skill-based, I guess. No, of course, there's nothing stopping you from doing like a pistol-only run in Time Crisis 3. Though it'd be rough for some areas. But playing it more recently and seeing how you do have to kind of manage your ammo counts and figure out, oh, what weapon's good for this area and where do I need to stock up on ammo. But I still think 2 is probably my favourite, though it is a bit short. But again, I just for some reason I prefer the cover system. And Time Crisis 2 also has the cool system where each player are actually, you know, they have their own screen, so they actually have slightly different routes. Like they shoot in different places. One thing with Time Crisis 2 though, at least when you play it on the PlayStation 4, is no, not the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 2. What am I saying? I'm an idiot. Is that, what was it? Sorry, I'm blanking.
Daniel,
is the path you go on depends on your score. So like if one player is playing better, they'll go on different paths than the other player. So if you're playing just with the AI and you want to see all the paths, it's kind of impossible because the AI will, you know, well look, we can do different paths this time. So I do prefer light gun rail shooters where you know, you have more control over what path you go down. I don't mind like really secret stuff, like yeah, there's the secret rooms you can unlock if you know, do well. In this one it's the secret path you get is for doing all the rescue events in this one. Kind of like in 2 where get the frog. Kind of like in 2 where you have to do all the civilian events. So yeah, see, we're on easy, and I don't really know how it's any different.
Yeah, get away.
See, like the enemies don't really seem to be any weaker. And I don't think they're dying in, you know, because all hits take 1 life of damage. It doesn't really seem any different there. And the timer's only in time attack mode.
What?
Are there unlockable? You don't mean in this game, right? Unlockable costumes?
You gotta be kidding!
I know House of Dead 2 has tons of them, and especially in the original mode. Oh, damn it. Just, yeah, I'm just, for some reason I'm slightly more used to how the PS3 version controls with the sharpshooter controller, because I normally don't get hit there. There we go. My extra points.
Hey, we're just passing.
So here's our different path. If you're talking about real life costumes, this I had to kind of improv. I just happened to own a lab coat.
We don't know when he'll show up again.
It's a very long story why. When I was a young bag fella, that was my nickname at school was Professor, and I don't really have a story for that why. It's just I knew a lot of people also called Johnny, so they were like, well, we can't call you Johnny as well. And at one point Professor stuck, and I was like, well, if I'm a professor I should get like a lab coat, right?
He certainly is persistent.
And that's how we got to this moment in time. So, was it all worth it? You be the judge. Oh, I missed the head. There we go. Yeah, sometimes doing the rapid fire. Yeah, I do have different heads. It's kind of like when people change hats or outfits. Bag heads can kind of just have different bag heads. I don't exactly know how it works. Because when you take the head off, you don't see anymore, and then you put the new head on. It's hard to explain. And the committee, I have to point out, the committee doesn't like you doing that stuff on camera. I'd get into a lot of trouble if I did. Here, we'll go in reverse now. So, yeah, this isn't the regular. This is just a special costume for Halloween. And Faust is one of my favourite bagheads. Probably the favourite in video games.
What do you think your father did for
because he's not just a big lumbering guy with a chainsaw like Strength from House of Dead 2 is. I still can't believe that. He's a baghead, and if you shoot his bag, it hurts him.
It's the key.
That's like the opposite of what bagheads are supposed to be about.
Life and death.
What's wrong with that guy? I'm surprised the committee even let him in. Okay.
Gee, over there.
So, I don't know if it's this level, but some levels are different if you do them in different orders. So we'll see how that plays out. Oh. Okay, maybe he's a little slower on easy, but it's not much different. Yeah, so you can see this path is different. How did that even hit? You tackled me up the stairs? There we go. Got a double tap. The double tap mechanic is really fun. I can't remember, it's not in 4, is it, the double tap? You don't really have to do that. The enemies kind of just lose their hitbox once you destroy them. Yeah. So it's only in this one. But that is kind of fun about the House of Dead games. That the different, like, the mechanics got very different between them. Vultures again. I'm still thinking the bird enemies in House of Dead 2 are supposed to be owls, but they make the eagle noises. Oh, look at that, we're going backwards. Literally. So funny that his lighting is just non-existent, he's just fully lit. He's not supposed to be.
Let's head down.
We're doing a lot better this time. We're still on full credits.
You just don't give up, do ya?
No, he doesn't.
Hey, don't touch me there.
Oh, see? This is easy skill, and that's still really hard to get all the rescues. I guess those would be the moments where doing the, maybe it's something where I need to be aiming more carefully, because if you do get headshots, you can one-hit kill a lot. See, like that? You can one-hit kill a lot of the enemies. But again, getting headshots in the Wii version is... And the PS3 version, because it's still, you know, motion-based, IR-based, instead of light gun-based.
I'm never going back there again.
If you play original mode too, I have done it on the 9 credits, but obviously original mode with the power-ups. If you have the right power-up combination, it's very doable, but it is hard. And unfortunately, 1 I've not played because I've never seen it in an arcade, and I've never owned a Sega. I didn't know there was. This is gonna sound dumb. I did not know there was a Sega console called the Sega Saturn until maybe 5-ish years ago, when I saw people talk about it and play it on the internet. I was just like, okay, yeah, there's the Mega Drive, and then there was the Dreamcast, and because I didn't know anyone who had one, I never heard anyone talk about one. Back then I only got the official... Oh wow, I didn't know you can kind of shoot early. Ah, screw you. Those guys should have died.
Looks like he's going all out.
But yeah, see, like, we're on easy, and okay, I've taken less hits. But, you know, there's also a bit of familiarity now. But those rescue bits are not any easier.
Let's hurry.
It feels like.
Reload.
Just back off already.
Reload.
4 is probably the easiest out of the 2, 3, and 4 for sure. Oh yeah, no, I didn't know about any of the Mega Drive add-ons either.
When a lady says no, she means it.
But straight up, I just never heard of the Saturn. Back then, the only gaming resource I got was the official UK PlayStation magazine, and then the official PlayStation 2 magazine when I swapped over to that.
That was close.
And I don't remember how much the official PlayStation 1 magazine would mention other consoles. The PS2 one did. Because I specifically remember when Resident Evil 4 was announced to be coming out on the PlayStation 2 as well, they mentioned the GameCube. Though they did not mention that it was a way worse looking port. They were like very like, oh, look how good this port is, and it's like, not really if you actually compare them side by side, which they couldn't do, obviously.
Most of my researchers have left
But
me.
I do have a lot of the official PlayStation magazines still. Not all of them. I think I started at like issue 50 or later. I got that magazine for like way after the PlayStation 1's life cycle. Like I was getting it in like 2001, I think, when the demo discs almost never had new demos on them.
Pretty harsh.
And they were covering games like the frickin' port of RoboCod.
I should slap him upside the head for Mom.
James Pond, RoboCod, is a real video game. Yeah. Smack that guy.
Watch out for the tentacles!
God damn it, tentacles! I forgot to mention in that cutscene, I love that bit where she's like, when a lady says no, she means no. And G, he just like points. He's just like,
Jungle
yeah.
in here.
Like, can't even come up with like a sick follow-up burn. He's just like, that burn's so good, I can't top that. Reload. I don't know, I love that. Like in Time Crisis as well. Especially action. Action in Time Crisis is something that will stick with me for a very long time. And especially because it was different in every game. And I don't know why, I thought it was really fun. In some games, the action guy is way more aggressive and really into it. It's like, action! In other games, it's just, action! Hey guys, it's action time. Yeah, so those coins there you can shoot multiple times. So if you want to risk not shooting at the enemies, you can get a lot. That's where you get a lot of the extra points. I haven't done this route in a while. When I was doing the PS3 version, I think I was mainly trying to get the A path. And it took quite a while of me grinding to get it. You really have to have the route down. And again, it doesn't help that a lot of the guides online are wrong. What is it, trophy guides?
But what the hell is that
no,
thing?
the 2 players only. I don't think there is a 4-player version of this game.
I'm not ready to be pushing up daisies just yet.
I don't... Are there any 4-player, light gun games? It'd be nuts if there was. But, yeah, and I tried contacting the admins of PlayStation 3 trophies, or PlayStation trophies, whatever the site's called. And I was trying to tell them, hey, the House of the Dead 3 guide is wrong. Because it claims that you get the endings by getting letter grade. Like, oh, if you get an average grade of A, you get the extra endings. And it's not. It's entirely based on how many credits you use. You can technically get E grade. Well, I don't think you can because you have to get hit a lot to get low grades. But you can get Bs still if you somehow can get a B without getting hit, or only getting hit once or twice, and still get the extra endings. And there's quite a lot of endings because you get a different one for doing each path. So it's mainly, you know, the path is based on what area you finish with. Oh, there we go. I guess easy mode must make some difference. Oh, not much apparently, because I still got hit by that. Even with my rapid fire. Oh.
I never was any good at gardening. It looks
Oh,
like
this
it'll open
game.
if we shoot it.
How does she know that? Hey, these vines look like they will open if we shoot them. Not break apart, they'll open. I mean, she is Rogan's daughter, so... Oh! Oh, that was close. Almost didn't get that. Unlike 2, the bullet hitbox is a lot bigger. In 2, the bullets are actually really small. Especially compared to the size of the crosshair that's in this version. And in the PS... Oh, there is no PS3 version, so... But it's weird they didn't. I feel like they could have done a HD version, even if it was still letterboxed. Is it? Okay. Oh. Luckily, I found a very temporary fix. Oh no. Did that fix it? Whoops. I accidentally put the mic there.
Found it, Daniel. These genes will
Yeah.
change the future. The magician.
Okay, I think we can beat it this time because we're in the final area. 4 credits, 4 lives. Technically 5. It's 5 continues because we're on the 5th credit.
What happened to the world?
What happened to the world?
Korean Mansion case happened, I suppose.
That is the nuts thing in this game where it's like
a threat to humanity
somehow
itself. Your father and I put a stop to it, though.
Like, this is a post-apocalyptic game. They don't really address on it, but like, this is post-apocalyptic. The whole world is apparently like this, and you see that more in 4. Where you kind of see like, oh yeah, no, just everywhere is ruined. Oh no, the big guys. Oh my god, good shot on. Like,
it's a dead
at
end.
one point you can even do that on Twitch. Whoa!
Let's go down.
It's a shame my my computer. Well, here's the thing. I feel like if my computer it had enough power to let me monitor the audio at the same time, it wouldn't have these audio issues anyway.
Lisa, back me up.
Oh, come on. What was I supposed to do? I did 6 shots there, I think. It is weird that the reload in this is take the cursor off screen when it was a reload button in the arcade. Because I think that makes the reloading slower. That's how it feels, at least, compared to the playing of the PS3 version and using the sharpshooter controller that does give you a reload button. It just feels slower. Whew. Oh, that was close. I like those these are just lickers basically. Like pretty shamelessly. Oh. Okay, I'm not sure how much longer.
Out of my way.
Ooh. I might have to take a quick break. Very quick break. I don't talk about this a lot, but I have an arm condition that affects the strength of my right arm. And I have to use my left to compensate a lot. And it makes some games like this quite taxing on me. Especially because you have to do this all the time. I feel like the PS3 versions I can play for quite longer because I don't have to keep freaking moving the cursor off screen to reload. Again, I really wish there was just a button for it. Because when you're using, the nunchuck, you could just have done it with the C button, you know?
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh. So, here, I'll explain why I take a break. Okay, so this is the Wii Zapper. It's not... It actually is just a piece of plastic, to be blunt. It doesn't have any of its buttons its own. This is just... it looks like a button, but all it is doing is it's just hitting the B button on the back. But I'm using the nunchuck as well because you can also shoot with the Z button, and that's how I'm doing those rapid fire, where I can like empty the clip in. I'm trying to think how quick. It's like really quick. The fire rate is nuts when you do that because you're literally going like that, and it does let you cheese some parts of the game. Like this boss is a lot easier in this version because of it. Obviously, you could play without, and I'm not using it mainly because it's not good with my arm. Hang on. I also have this, though it's a bit funky, it needs cleaning. I have this. This was a thing that came with a special edition of House of the Dead Overkill, which I do have the Wii version. It's a bit scuffed up because the plastic on this aged and it's got sticky. But this is a pretty simple one where the Wiimote just slots in there, and then you put that over the top, and then it's just got a trigger again that hits the B button. Most of the controllers on the Wii were like this, where they were just shells. And it does have a fin coming out that you can put a nunchuck into. But this is a bit worse for my arms, and whereas this I think works better for me, just because. Let me adjust again. Just because I can hold it with two. This is the gold Wiimote Plus, but it doesn't make any difference on this game. But obviously you could just play this just holding the Wiimote as standard. It wouldn't really make much of a difference. But yeah, you can see how quickly I'm emptying the 6 shots. Like it's going quicker than the bullets can move on the counter. You can. Okay, so I'm wrong about one thing. If you're playing with a DualShock controller or a 6-axis controller on the PS3, you can do that exploit. Apparently you can actually hit all the buttons at once and it will just shoot all your shots at once, which is really busted. Oh. See, I'm on easy, but I'm, you know. It really doesn't feel like it makes much of a difference, easy mode. But yeah, I remember reading up in guides where it's like, oh yeah, all the triggers shoot in the PS3 version. Come on, come on. Yeah, I think this is probably my least favourite boss. Especially doing it with the motion controls. Because it moves so quickly. So hitting those weak spots is rough. I think it's rougher than anything in 2, and 2 is a hard game. Okay, the secret here is actually wait. I forgot about that. If you shoot it too soon, you'll get hit. There we go. Woo! Good. That was good.
Had enough yet?
Oh man. Regular Arnold Schwarzenegger here. That was a C? Must have got hit a lot.
So, you and my father stopped carrying...
Maybe someone's...
Here we go. We'll skip these. Those cutscenes are the same every time. You just would see them in a different order if you pick different routes. But, so I should mention the final boss here is supposed to be... It's Dr. Kurian from the first game, mutated. But it's not really explained how that happened. Because this isn't the Kurian mansion from the first game. This is some weird freaking tower that he apparently owned. Some steampunk tower with all these pipes. And he somehow got his body transferred here.
We need to find a way to go faster.
And then his son was looking after him, but also wanted to kill him. don't know, it's... I still love all the story, mainly because of the voice acting and things like that. Goldman's weird thing where he talks really nice and he calls everyone friend. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, if it's here, but there's a secret door that would open. Yeah, that door I believe opens if you do all the rescue bits. And if you were playing 2-player, it kind of randomly switches between who's doing which sections there.
Wheel of Fate. Just wait. Get back. I'm not here to fight you.
Oh yeah, this guy's extra tough because he's the guy from the intro. Okay, I think he's a lot easier on easier because you can sometimes spend like 30 seconds finding him.
What is it that they're trying to protect?
There we go. The final boss is hard, but I'd say he's not as hard as the guy from 2, and the reason why is those attacks he does when he transforms into the other bosses, the hitboxes, like when they're vulnerable, are so tight.
What the?
Here we go. We'll watch this cutscene this time because we skipped it last time. So I think I was having issues. I had to pause.
Watching this evil grow. I know it's dangerous. I always known that. But the Wheel of Fate must be broken.
But how?
The Wheel of Fate is turning.
To hack the program. That should give us the opening we need.
I just wanted to ask, are you sure you want to fight your own father?
The future belongs to the people who are alive here and now. I'm prepared to live the rest of my life bearing the burden of my father's crime.
I like that speech. Feels very anti-boomer. Of like, yo man, yeah, don't worry about these old people. Come on, for we're God. See, even he resurrects things, and they're claiming that they're not undead, being reanimated. Really should have. I completely forgot that the score doesn't start by default because that's a really good gauge to know when you can shoot and get the extra damage in. These bits are hard though when he's zipping around like this. Funny enough, though I never did this in the arcade because again I would only ever play with 1 credit, and so I just have to kind of get good at doing games on 1 credit. I did get pretty good at doing Time Crisis 2 and 3 on 1 credit, where I could do the first... Time Crisis 2 I could do a quite a bit more of, but 3 I was at one point able to do the entire first stage on 1 credit. But someone did manage to get through the boss on an arcade machine. And I remember seeing it for the first time, it's like, oh my god, that's where this game goes? Crazy floating guy. I'll tell you, we're not going to get any of the bonus endings. So it's kind of hard to tell there, but he has different attack types. And it depends on where the clocks land. I don't know if they're supposed to be references to House of Dead 1 bosses or something. So this is kind of like the final boss in House of Dead 1 where he zips around and he charges towards you. Oh, this is going bad. It's lucky I've got so many credits stored up. I'm not sure if that's one of the points where he's vulnerable, so I just have to kind of try. Okay, this phase is going a bit better. Again, sometimes you've actually got to kind of pick your shots and you can mess yourself up. You rapid fire without really aiming. Oh. Okay, well that's that phase. Oh. Oh, my arms are so unfit and disabled. Okay, so yeah, so these, you have to kind of pay attention to which ones are coming towards you and shoot them before they get there. You can shoot some early, but not all of them actually end up attacking you. So I'm not sure if you actually advise to do that. So yeah, it's kind of better to actually pick your shots there. You kind of just rapid fire on them. Because I think... Oh, there we go. Oh, fucking really? Okay. For some reason I don't get that pin noise when you pin me, because that would help. Why does it always break during the boss? Well, here we go. That's the ending. No, not Grandpa. He's Daniel's dad. We're related to that guy who we played in the prologue, the girl.
You're not my father.
Oh, wait. He's not his father? Well, where is he then? Oh. Yeah.
I'm no longer bound by the past.
Donk Punch!
I begin walking toward the future.
Hey, let's go! They're waiting for us.
Alright. Well, hey, I fixed the audio for the ending. That's good. But this is going to be the standard ending, I'm pretty sure. Oh man, so I put
taking care of Lisa. Actually, she did a good job taking care of herself. But Rogan...
Oh, he does look like Olicon, you're right. Especially Metal Gear Solid 2 Olicon.
Maybe nothing will change. Maybe everything will be different. We've done our part. The rest is up to them, to believe in themselves and walk their own paths.
Believe in themselves, huh? Lisa's starting to sound a lot like you.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that your idea of a joke?
Stellar.
I guess things are already starting to change.
What's wrong?
Lisa, could you wait for a second?
Yeah, this is the standard ending.
This place was my whole life. Goodbye, Father. I won't let your efforts go to waste. If humans go down the wrong path again, I'll come back to this.
Don't know what that means.
Sorry. Let's go.
It's a beautiful script, man. What are you on about? Yeah. Ugh. Maybe if I started fresh with House of the Dead 3, I could have got the, let's see. B! Oh, Master Agent, though. Alright. Gotta put my name in. B. A. G. It's implied. Clarice. Come on. Here we go, extreme mode. Okay, I'll mess with this for a little bit. I'm not going to play this for too long, and it's very easy. Which again, from what I remember, doesn't feel that much different. but I believe... Here we go. Here's how extreme mode works. Oh, one player only. Wow, okay. We'll mess with that for a little... Oh. Whoops. We'll mess with that for a little bit. We'll do like the opening level in extreme mode. But, maybe my cosplay is too extreme for me. Taking that out maybe, but my... Oh, my arms. So let's try it. Yeah! Okay, that's interesting. Like, yeah, okay, you can only hit the weak points, but that's not that hard anyway. See, like, enemies take a little bit longer to take down. The counter is the most interesting thing, though. Oh. Kind of weird it's Wii only, that they didn't put this in the... This is definitely not in the PS3 version. Which is a shame. Because they easily could have. I was expecting the counter to be a motion thing. Because as far as I'm aware, this extreme mode is not... Okay, so that's the problem with the counter, is you can't do it rapidly. You have to reload afterwards. So
stay out of my way.
Nah, neither have I. Because again, because I had the HD version on PS3, which looks nicer and has an actual, again, because I have that sharpshooter controller that has an actual reload button. That's the version I played, and that does not have this.
How many of these things are there?
Kind of funny that the counter works on the bosses though. That would actually make the bosses a lot easier, in my opinion.
Damn.
Like, let's see. I want to try and counter him and see if it works or not. Like, as quickly as we can get to it. From what I remember reading up, this path is a little quicker than the parking. The parking is actually a little longer. So the whole like, oh, they only die if you hit their weak points is like not that much different from the base game anyway. Like, yes, they can eventually go down if you hit them in generic points, but you're supposed to be going for the weak points anyway. But yeah, the counter actually makes, in some ways, makes this easier. You just have to be paying attention more. But it's an interesting idea.
Get away.
Okay, getting the bonuses is going to be a lot harder because getting the weak points on those. Okay, well these are just all weak points because otherwise that would suck. Alright. I'm gonna try and counter this guy. I'm really curious if it works.
Security guard? You gotta be kidding!
Yeah, you can just counter him. That's so weird.
Let's keep going.
It's almost like... It's weird how in some ways it makes it harder, but that counter really breaks the game. If you were playing with just the Wiimote and you're having to use the A button, it would be harder because you'd have to kind of adjust your aim a bit. But having the nunchuck set up and being able to... that trivializes that boss. That's so funny.
Hey, we're just passing through. Let's get going.
But I think there's no continues is the main thing here. Oh, that was... It does damage as well, that's weird. So I think that's your... Oh, okay. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for tonight, or today, for whatever time zone you're in, because that's about all my arm can take for today. But, thank you very much, everyone, for coming, and coming to see my Faust cosplay that I only decided to do about half an hour before I went live. Because I remembered, oh, I have these bags, and I have this lab coat, and I got dressed up for Halloween for everyone. But, that was a lot of fun. Thank you, SpongeBob. Thank you for the new people who came to start out to see me. I'm sorry about the audio that kept bugging out again, because every time we think we fix it, it doesn't. It's still broken. But I will at some point, when I can get the PlayStation 3 to capture, I'll play the House of the Dead ports on there, because you get to see how House of the Dead 3 looked in arcade, and you get to see House of the Dead 4. Which is very different game. Like you know, it's still a rail shooter, but the zombie mechanics and you know the time. It's less about like trying to kill enemies as fast as you can and hitting them when they're falling down, and it's more about crowd control. It's a fascinating game, and plus you know it's got Goldman in it again. No, the voice acting controversial. It's better, so it's not as good. But yeah, so thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for coming to the show. Hope you have a good evening or a good morning. Whatever's good. Don't have a bad one. Just have a good one. And everyone take care and have a good Spookaween tonight.